So you're saying how there are some places you cannot just walk to like before.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not that deep, but sometimes it can be. It depends on the areas you go to, right? A few days ago, I had an allergic reaction to seafood, raw shrimp specifically, and I had to go to the pharmacy to get something, and I had to get to Ozone, and I hadn't gone to Ozone since I came out of the house because the crowd there is a lot, right? And it consists of mainly young people. So I went there and as soon as I entered, because I was having a reaction, so my mind I wasn't even trying to pay attention to all that, I was trying to get to the pharmacy, get the medication and bounce. I got in there. It was partially empty. Even at that, people still spotted me. I had to, because I was itchy, I was swelling, everything. Like, first ever allergic reaction in my life a few days ago. So I got to the pharmacy and did what I needed to do. Luckily for me, it was very, very quiet in there. Coming out was a different thing. There were more people and they asked to take pictures. So it's happening in the weirdest places. ATM to go and withdraw money. Park my car, come out of my car, go to ATM. As I'm using the ATM, somebody walks up behind me. Oh, are you Elo? No, are you Elo, Seth? Like Elozonam, like they already Elozonam. I'm like, oh hi. And because I just like to be polite. Oh hi, hey. Oh, can I get a picture? At the ATM. How obliged. Fuel station. Fuel station. And I drive myself around. Look, I drive myself around, so sometimes maybe when it's a busy day, I can actually get like a driver to drive me for the day. Yeah, because sometimes it can be that crazy. But when I drive myself and I try to buy fuel, there's no fuel station I've gone to. There was a time I was somewhere in Ikoyi. Last Ma followed me. Look at me, thinking I'd done something. So when I slowed down, he just looked, wait, Elozanam. I was like, man, we voted for you. I was like, there's love. But it's so weird because I'm not even used to that kind of behavior. I don't know how many people get treated like this. Like, I know the Big Brother people get it because of the platform.
Yeah.
Because you're in people's faces for that long. Yeah. And they feel like they know you, right? They feel like this connection with you. So when they see you, it's like, oh my God, it's a frenzy, I can't walk down the street again, to be very fair. I can't walk down the road again for now. Maybe later when everybody's over everything. But for now, it's just like pictures left right. And the problem with with this thing sometimes, like people can't read
like moods and stuff.
Your body language, your mood, emotions, everything. You can be on the phone now, you're upset about something because right now everybody's trying to make good use of this opportunity. So when things aren't going your way, you get very irritated, you get very, very agitated, So sometimes you are irritated for a while and you're on the phone and you're talking and people are still standing there waiting to take pictures with you. Smiling. Like smiling, unaware, like completely oblivious to the fact that there's something going on with you and you are still a human being regardless of whatever it is that happened in the house. You're still a human being. You still are the same person with just maximum exposure. You are the same person. You don't come out with $1 billion in your account. No, you come out the same way. So it's a gradual build-up. You are the same person. So there's nothing like carrying shoulder. Oh, you are the same person. I can speak for myself. I can speak for a few other housemates as well. You're basically the same person. So it takes a little getting used to. You have to always remember, your image, smile, and sometimes not even by force, really. They're not going to crucify you, but naturally, just me as a person, I'll just oblige every time.
So, what about the social media numbers? The difference when you come out and you see tons of followers.
I said that you blown.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know how many followers you had going into the house?
Yeah, 25K on Instagram, and I have 2 Twitter accounts. This happened because I forgot to give my team the password to my first account, so they had to create a new one. My first account wasn't even that. It was like 800. They're about 800. When I got out, my Instagram was 225K. When I checked it, 225K. From 25K
to 400.
to 225 when I checked it, to 430 now. Right now, this very moment, 430. My Twitter is about 44K. The second one, I met it at 7,000. So I took over from 7,000 and ended at 44K now. So yeah, the maximum, like I said, maximum exposure, like everything blew up.
What's happening in the DM side?
Funny enough, the DMs are people saying hi, hey, you know, people giving advice, feeling like, okay, they know you better than you know yourself, and just dropping advice and everything. I mean, it's appreciated. People asking stupid questions too. There's a lot of everything in the DMs.
News day inside.
Sorry?
News day inside.
No, funny enough, no nudes.
Really?
No nudes.
I mean, all y'all are asking me like this and nobody said to me nudes.
I'm like, no nudes. Nothing. So I mean,
No,
so
the requests, like the part of requests that you
I check because sometimes you don't know what business is there.
Yeah.
So I check everything. I just check. Not everything. I can't check everything. When I got it was 99 plus.
Those ones that you
so
can,
over 1,000
haven't
messages.
checked. Now they're the news day.
They're further down. I don't even have the time to check. I don't have the time to check. So I check because business. You know, you never know who and what opportunities there. You know, although I feel like people who actually want to do business with you
buzz you
would email you.
Yeah.
They will email you. They want to do. They'll email you, or they will call the number on your because I left the number, a management number there for them to call. So nobody would want to do serious business and be lurking in my DMs. No, you know, like at that part of my DMs. So I that's what I feel.
What about music? You've always been an artist. Now that you're out, do you think, are you going to tap into?
Yeah, so I released something on Sunday, Sweet Dodo. Yeah, so hopefully I'll shoot a video for that one. So it's basically, for me, I look at it as content, right? Content. What am I creating today? What am I pushing out tomorrow? So there's music, there's the videos, pictures now. And now, I mean, there was always pictures, but I never really took them that seriously. Every once in a while I drop pictures because I wanted my content, videos, and music to be the defining factor, the definitive factor. But now, you know, coming out of the house, I'm so busy that creating content is now difficult. So in the meantime, take pictures. Let's find a new angle to this thing. Dress well, dress nice, take amazing pictures, and let people just hold that one until you're able to create video content. So, so the video content is what I'm particular about, and I'm tying my music into it. So I released the song on Sunday. I'm going to be releasing music.
Okay. So
Coming out of BBNaija house can make somebody blow as a musician, regardless of the
maximizing your numbers.
Yes, because today now, there's infrastructure to help a musician. You don't have to be mainstream to eat from your music. You just have to have a nice fan base, and you can grow your fan base organically. Or platforms like Big Brother House can actually help you. Because for my own, I was growing it organically at some point, and then Big Brother came in, and then now more people are plugged into my music. It's like the plug is now more dramatic. They're plugged into my, so there are a lot more people that understand my music, that like my vibe, and my music is out there on streaming platforms. You can actually buy the music, stream the music, and I get, even though you know how streaming is, the money from streaming is kind of, you would really enjoy the money if your numbers are in millions. Yeah. So, but once they're in the hundreds or in the thousands, you know.
So, like, was this the reason you joined Big Brother, or like, what was the main?
So, people that followed me for a while, since 2017, you know, I'm sure they also monitored my progress unconsciously. Yeah. Right, the growth. It was very slow. I had to pull off Hail Marys, quote unquote, to grow the numbers every now and then, you know, like the Cliffhanger show I did. Yeah. That was one show that actually dramatically grew my account. But at a point, you would get followers from different ends of the spectrum depending on what you're selling. Yeah. My content was very, very, very versatile. So one day I'd be doing comedy skits, another day I'll be doing dark comedy, another day I'll be doing talk shows. So different people plug into different things. So the Cliffhanger, people would like the Cliffhanger because of the interview style and the people I was interviewing, right? That's why they were there. The minute that show ended, the attention was elsewhere. You know, bring back the Cliffhanger, bring it back. But it was a seasonal show. It's not something that was sustainable on a regular. And besides, I still wanted to do film and all those other skits because those ones were primarily my passion. So the growth was very steady. So you get to 19K, drop to 18.9, like that. That was how it was going. And then if something happens, you can collaborate, pull you into, because of my style of content, it was just very weird. So I got very busy. I started producing TV commercials, started focusing on the money. And my content was started, I started, my dry jokes ones, the porn videos, they were not consistent anymore because I was very busy, and then Big Brother called. So when Big Brother called, I didn't hesitate.
Did you go through that process with all of them? Like, did you audition or take us through that process? Like, how did you come to that, man? I guess join Big Brother. I guess
no, because it was okay. So it was advice from people. Okay. Oh, God, audition now. You never know what will happen. Audition. I think you'll be great for Big Brother. So I went last year during the Bam Bam time, and I didn't get taken. I'm like, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna work hard and not need the platform. Which I was doing. The work was endless. I still worked. I was able to plug myself into agencies to get work, to get meaningful work that I would actually pay. So that was what I was doing. But in the social media personality, it helped. Okay, a lot of people. The funny thing is that despite the 25K that I had, a lot more people knew about me. They just didn't follow, but they all knew what I was doing. So that helped when I was trying to get business. They'd see me and they'd be like, okay, cool, we see what you do, we see the kind of quality you can bring, let's work. So it helped business. But then Big Brother called. I'm like, okay, this would not even be bad at all to actually, you can never have too much publicity. You can never really, as in, the opportunity was there, the way it happened. I went for the auditions and I couldn't audition because of the crowd that day, and I gave up. Like, I really gave up. Like, I was always at the point of giving up with this Big Brother thing because I'm just like, thousands of people are coming to audition. What's the chance it's going to be you? Right? Look at what happened last time. You didn't even get a chance to even say something, before you were told a no. So don't put all your eggs into it. Don't put your hopes up. Just do it because due diligence, And I left without auditioning because of the crowd. And the opportunity came to do online auditions. I'm like, okay, this is even something that is painless. Send in a video. If you don't call you, that's fine. So I sent in a video and they called me, and I kept on going through the entire process until I didn't hear from them again. And then I gave up again. I just I moved on.
Okay.
After the show started, I'm like, okay, cool. I moved on. Like, I just so made my other plans for life or in life or for the rest of the year, and just started going. And then 1 month later, they called me. I was smack in the middle of the production, and they called me.
So you're already watching Big Brother?
I wasn't really watching.
But you knew that it started.
Oh yes, I watched the very first day, the show, the live show, when all the housemates were introduced and everything. I watched that.
So they didn't put you guys in any room, nothing like that. All those, they'll put you in a room where Big Brother started, all those kind of things.
No. I watched the show at home. So after I watched the show, I knew all the housemates. Okay, we move. Every now and then I'd catch like snippets on Instagram. That was basically it.
Back to the show and being a musician. So if you had won, like Efe won and Efe is an artist, so what is it that Efe didn't do that you think you would have done? How would you have used the money and platform to push your music?
I don't know what Efe did or didn't do, to be very honest. But honestly, I wouldn't have pushed music. What I was going to do was to make a feature film. Like, to make a film. Like, that was what I was going to do. Something completely different. You've seen my work, you see what I do. Yeah. I like the whole plot twist. I like the unpredictable thing. All those...
The WTF series.
The depth of the story. All that stuff. Like, stuff that would really bring out emotions. Yeah. Right? That will make you say something. That kind of film. That was what I was going to do. I'm still going to do it. But if I won the money, that was where I was going to channel my efforts.
So speaking of winning, do you think like you entering the house a little bit late like affected your chances? Like, people didn't see your range like they saw other artists?
I mean, my range, I was there for 2 months. They saw everything, to be very fair. They saw everything. if it would have helped if I'd entered from the beginning, maybe. But I feel like I entered at the right time. Okay. That's what I feel. Like, if the entire thing, the way everything happened, it can just...
It's not as bad as people say she is. Or
no, no, she's not. She's not as bad as people say she is. And I'm not trying to be diplomatic here. She's like with everybody. There's you take the good with the bad. I have my bad side. Everybody has their bad side. You get.
What the hell is this you and Diane agenda that people around you seem to have been pushing since you came out? Because I don't think it doesn't seem like it's from you. I don't know. It seems like it's around you.
Diane and I are friends, but the people, I think the people love, right? They love the whole love thing, and what they saw in the house was two people who genuinely cared for each other, right? Who were in each other's space a lot, who gave them that. So they were holding on to that. Coming out of the house, you have to deal with a lot. You have to deal with people in your ear, people telling you this, people telling you that, people telling you left, right, and center, and then there's social media. You have to deal with a lot of that. So it helps to just take a step back from all of that stuff. They call this go private. Yeah, because if you don't, then whatever is happening around you would affect everything inside. Yeah. So just take a step back, let everybody speculate, do whatever they want to do, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, you and the other person know that, okay, this is what it is, and you guys are cool. Period. So there's just a lot of noise around, a lot of dragging, a lot of... It's normal.
They dragged you.
Are you kidding? I think they're dragging me right now. Let's check. Let's check.
Now you did what?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Do I need to do anything? They drag the both of us, to be very fair. If anything happens, just drag the both. That's the thing. So it's to be expected. It's to be expected. You just drag, and at the end of the day, when they're tired, they will stop.
Has your market value as a man in Lagos increased? Like now, you know, there's some before you went to the house, there are probably some women that you say, I'm like, this is big, but now do you feel?
No, but I know some women that you moved to,
like because you know that
they gave you, but now they're like.
I haven't tried to move to any woman.
Because I feel like you should test it out now. I feel like now you should test your power now because it's not the same as before. That's a fact. Whether you want to be modest about it or not. Yeah.
Okay.
What are the doors that have like opened that you're trying to knock down before that nothing happened?
I'm not comfortable with the way you did doors, but never mind.
No, not this kind of doors.
Now you sabi. Continue.
Yeah.
Square door.
So It's actually too early to tell. Yeah, you think that, I mean, after a month and a half, you know, you have to know these things, but it's too early to tell. But I know for a fact that, you know, I've had certain meetings with people that I otherwise would not have had. Maybe I wouldn't have thought to have those meetings, but I've had those meetings and I've sat down with them. I think because of the fact that they've seen me work in the house, how my brain works. You know, they're more receptive to my ideas, you know, and they buy them. So I feel like maybe, you know, the platform has actually helped. Yes. Yeah.
What's your beef with? What happened with you and Nobuligwe?
There's no beef with Nobuligwe.
Not beef, or something happened there.
It wasn't even between me and Noble. It was between Noble and my team. Okay. My brothers. And my Twitter admin. Okay. Because the word was, Noble was dragging me because of fraud. Yeah. And they came to my defense and they dragged Noble, and then my people, my fans also followed in dragging Noble.
What did your people say about Noble?
I don't know what he said. But what I know was, because by the time I got out, my brother had deleted a lot of the tweets because he said that it brought out a side in him that he wasn't proud of. So when I went to the thread, I saw deleted tweets. So I didn't really see anything. But what they told me was that it was eloquently done. Be English. It was very eloquently done. That's all I know.
Okay, the clap back was
the clap back. Yes.
Right.
The word on the street was my team came very correct when it came to dragging. The clap back.
You haven't seen Noble since?
I've seen him a couple of times.
You guys are.
We talked about it. It's like that he explained everything that was going on. I understand. I got it. I understood. It was just business. It was what it was. He had a supporter, and he was going to support that person to the end, to the very end. and
Who was supporting?
Was supporting fraud.
All right.
And he was going to support fraud to the very end. That was it. Period. That was it. So we've seen a couple of times. We've had dinner, like nothing. Because I've known Noble for a while. So when I came on, I heard, I was like, why is Noble dragging me? What did I do to Noble? Noble that we see at events every time. We were very cordial. We share. And why is Noble dragging me? But when we had a conversation, he told me what it was and everything. I'm like, okay, we squashed it.
What's the thing about ex-Big Brother housemates that people believe that is a lie? What's a misconception that people have about your housemates?
That when you come out, you are rich.
Oh, okay.
Because I get it in my emails, please come and help me with this, come and help me with that, come and help me with this. I need money for this, I need money for that, I need money for this. That's the perception. People just think that because you're out now, people are signing in left, right, and center. There's money here, there's money there. It's not for the fact that you're entering the house with one Naira in your account. It's just this season that I know for a fact that a lot of people want money, including myself. We want money
from the games,
from the tasks, from the games and everything. Typically, you go in with one Naira account, you come out with one Naira account. If nobody signs you after, you're on your own. It's back to the drawing board for you. It's just the platform just gives you the opportunity to actually be seen and get work, get money, get paid, right? But the common misconception is that once you come out, you have money. But the thing is, the truth about it is that you have to, the onus is on you to keep up appearances. Right? You have to strategically position yourself. If you come out, I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't have money in my account. I can't come and kill myself.
Yeah.
Your Instagram is going to remain bare. The points where you can sell yourself will just be there. You're not putting in extra effort. Nobody's seeing what you're capable of. So how are they going to work with you? How are they going to want to engage you? So you actually have to be proactive. Find the money. Make some money somehow. Partner with brands, clothing brands. Wear nice clothes. Take nice pictures. Create nice content so that people would want to work with you. That's the proactive move. So everything you are seeing is proactive moves from the housemates. If they don't sign you, they don't sign you. If nobody wants your services, you don't make any money.
And that's how everybody forgets you.
Exactly. But you don't go into the house and come out a rich person. The only person that comes out a rich person or close to that is the person that wins the actual money.
Is there another one? Is there another misconception?
Misconceptions, yeah. And this would be for people who didn't actually watch the show. People who didn't actually pay attention. People who watch on social media.
Like us.
Yeah. So people who watch on social media, they get trickle down information. Chinese whispers. I tell you, a boy went to school. Can come back to me. A boy went to pool.
A girl that went to
a girl that went to pool or something. You know, that's what you would get. So, and I know I was also guilty of that during Bam Bam and the CC set, last year's set. I got information off social media, so I judged based on that. It's a different thing when you actually sit down and watch the show. You know, okay, this person is this kind of way, this person is this kind of way, this person can do this, person can do that. So when you come out, you see people that you have core fans. So people that actually watched the show. So the common misconception is the general misconception of a particular housemate based on social media descriptions. Because the funniest thing is that person might not be that way. Most likely isn't that way.
Like Tacha.
Like, for example, Tacha. People will just say, oh, Tacha this, Tacha that, Tacha this, she's rude, she's this, she's that. But they forget that this girl actually is a human being with a very, very sweet side. Yeah. But they didn't see that. They just got all the information from social media. She's this person, she's this person.
So does the house, like, fuck with you in terms of, like, you guys don't know date, as in you guys in your head, like, you don't know the date, or are you guys counting? Are you conscious of the camera? Like,
you're conscious of the camera. I was very camera conscious. It wasn't even a problem for me. I was very camera conscious. At some point I had
but they're hidden at that. You don't see them at all, but you see them.
You see them.
So you don't even know where they... Oh, you see them?
Okay, you see them. You can see.
Okay.
Yeah, the cameras you can't see. Yeah. So you see them. You just know that they're there. You see them. And you know when they're on you. So
after a while you don't...
But after a while you just have to actually tune it out. Sometimes you have to make a conscious... If you can't forget, you have to make a conscious effort to tune it out. And What was the other thing you said again?
Like does the house, like the dates, like
yes.
all those things?
So for dates, yeah, because I came in a month in, I already knew the dates, and for some weird reason, I knew how to keep track. I either keep track from when I came in, or if somebody says, oh, Mercy was like, oh, her birthday is on the 29th of September, and she already knew when that day was. 29th of September was a week before the finale week, right? And then there were days would use the arena games, the week 1, week 2.
Okay.
So there were things we could use. Sometimes people forgot to do. So I'd count from Mercy's birthday backwards, or I'd count from when I came in forwards. There were so many things I used. Some people forgot. Like you can forget the date. So you don't know the time.
Prison?
It's a fun prison. Well, yes, it's a fun prison. You can't go out. You're there. And you
fun prison with bad bitches? Speaking of which, do you think maybe if you had started from the beginning, or if it was somebody else, not Diane, if it was someone like that, do you think you could have gotten physically involved with somebody, knowing that they're cameras?
I wouldn't have gotten physically involved with somebody.
Why?
Okay.
Because your mom is
as much as a kiss, yes. It's a kiss. But anything other than that, no.
So not under the sheets movement?
No.
Why? Because your mom is watching?
Because
your pastor is watching?
I won't be comfortable.
Your girlfriend is watching?
I won't be comfortable. No. I won't be comfortable. I mean, to do those types of things, since we're getting to brass tacks, I need to be very comfortable. So if the entire world is watching, and again, because of the kind of moral code that I have,
king size bed.
No, because of the kind of moral, because of the see, let me tell you something. The kind of moral code I have, you can call me too upright, right? Fine, whatever. Yeah, but the entire world is watching. Yes, these things are a natural part of life and everything, but you never know when a child is watching.
So your reason for not doing it is for just the children you're thinking about?
That's one angle. That's one angle. And I cannot go and come and disgrace my heritage in public. Now, I wouldn't do that. You know, it's all in the name of generating content. A kiss, yes. But after that, nah.
Nothing.
No. Not even a dry hump.
Was that happening while you were there? Were people dry humping?
I don't know.
Yeah,
was I going to go look at someone's TV and say, oh, okay?
Huh? I'm sure it happened.
I don't know who was dry humping. They told me I was dry humping.
They said you were dry humping?
Because I said that what was dry humping? Well, apparently he was catching cruise. So because it never happened. Because Diane and I were like, what? That never happened. So, you know, I don't know who else dry humped.
Okay, so what about, do you feel like people are taking advantage of you now that you're outside, the fact that you're popular now? Aside from people who want to do business with you, is there a form of exploitation where people just want to use your popularity? How is that going?
Yes, I think so. And these are things you will not see. You will not see them. There's Big Brother. Big Brother's an economy on its own. It's a huge economy on its own. There's an economy surrounding Big Brother. And there's an economy surrounding the economy surrounding Big Brother. So people find different ways to make money off of the show, off of the housemates. It's either you do it legitimately, where you plug your business into their traffic, and you get your traffic, they get paid. Everybody wins. Or you do behind the scenes. Yeah. Because, I mean, the fans, yeah, like, and this is something I learned firsthand coming out of the house. The fans, they've watched you for 3 months. They can relate to you. They've seen something in you that they like. So they're for you. They love you so much, they're willing to do anything for you. Anything for you. So home and abroad. So they can send money, take care of this person, take care of that person. Let's plan a surprise, do this, you know. People that they feel personally invested in your matter. There are also people who want to take advantage of that. Of the fact that these people like you. They're abroad and they can't get direct access to you. So whoever it is that they have, that they seem to have direct access to, they give them whatever it is, and you know, there's just an entire thing going on that sometimes you don't see. That's what I feel. So, I mean, that's happened several times. It's come up several times. I don't want to say anything concerning it. I don't want to delve too deep in it, but it happens. So people exploit you. There's no way you have this kind of traffic and somebody would, and 10 out of 10 opportunities that come out, come your way are legitimate. There's no way.
So, and the endorsements? Still, they haven't come yet?
No.
How does that make you feel? Are you bummed out by it? Or?
No, I mean, if you want to endorse me, you've seen something in me, right? I feel like for the brands to want to endorse somebody, they've seen something they want to that would bring traffic to them, that would bring money, translate to sales eventually. So these kind of things are not rushed most times. A lot of the brands have said, oh, they want to see how we do for a while before they start to
So
sign
they want to
people.
see when the buzz wears off who's the
Maybe
versatile.
exactly. It may be. I mean, it makes perfect sense. It just makes you don't want to go with the heat, and then when the heat dies, you're left with nothing. So they are waiting when the heat dies, or when it gets to a considerable momentum where it's just stable. Then they can say, okay, this person. These are people I want to work with. You know, it doesn't make me feel. I mean, it doesn't make me feel some kind of. I'm actually happy for the people who have been endorsed so far. You know, it's great. It also means that, you know, going forward, there's a lot more to come for them. So I mean, I'm happy for them. But people like me, I know where my money is going to come from. Different places, different angles. And the endorsements are one of them. You know, that's fine. But there are other angles I'm exploring.
So did you guys go through when everybody, did you guys go through therapy or anything like that? Like, did they have to filter that whole
After
Did you come out feel like you needed it? Some sort of
not like anything serious, but like some sort of.
No, there was a psych eval.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a psych eval because I mean you can't. You're locked up for 2-3 months. You need psych eval. You need to be
debriefed.
You need to be debriefed. You need that. Even if you, without it, you're still fine. Maybe you can even have support. But you need to talk to someone. Someone that knows the kind of questions to ask so that you can actually talk. You need to talk to someone because you're in that house, there's nobody, and you're seeing no one else except the guests that you bring in the house. You're not going anywhere. You are losing track of time. The guy, I will not kid you, there are times where we're given tasks and we're inside working on the tasks. And in my mind, I just took my morning shower and had breakfast like an hour ago. I go out and it's dark. Yes.
In your mind, you're like, what's going on?
In my mind, I'm like, wait, it wasn't a morning an hour ago. There are days like that. There are days like the way your perception of time is just warped. So when you come out of that experience, even though there are a lot of things to distract you, the tasks, when you're focused on the tasks, there was a lot of food, there's music.
Mercy's body.
Well, I mean, for those who are interested in it, yes. There's the arena games. There's just a lot of stuff to keep you going, to look forward to. So it doesn't really mess with you, you know, not really. But you need the psych eval after all said and done. You just need to talk to someone.
So out of 10, would you recommend?
Sorry?
Out of 10, would you recommend?
The experience? Definitely. Because it's a life changer. It's a, you know when they say when you're on that journey, yeah, that entire experience is a journey. Because it's like everything is accelerated. You accelerated, yep.
Wow.
That whole self-discovery thing where people say I'm on the path to that self-discovery, when you're on your own, self-discovery can take years. It can take years. It can take being in certain situations to actually self-discover or to discover yourself. But in that house, everything is accelerated. You are in a situation that has been minimized but magnified at the same time. Everything is right there. It's like a dwarf star. There's so much energy in something so small, right? And you're right there. You're learning quickly, and you're learning diverse things. You're learning about yourself. You're growing in a very short amount of time. So for me, it was a growth process, and I recommend it to anybody, especially those who are still trying to find themselves. You go in there, you'd make friends, you'd learn about yourself, things that you never thought you could do.
Best and worst experience from a fan.
Best and worst experience?
From a fan. Best experience. What's the worst experience?
From a fan.
From a fan. Could be anything.
From a fan. Oh. I think the best experience would be the time, I wouldn't say from a fan, I would say a group of fans when they had this surprise dinner for me at a restaurant in Lekki. They bought a lot of gifts, cake, and the cake was so thoughtful. It had most of the words, most of the quote unquote long English I used in the house, all the big words I used in the house, like all around. It was very, very well thought out. And the gifts too were very well thought out. Like, it was amazing. It was amazing. Like, I've never felt that kind of love before. Like, it was crazy. Worst experience. I think there was this day I was trying to produce a video, and I was agitated, and I was trying to do some damage control, and I was on the phone. I was visibly upset, and these people were just there looking at me and smiling, waiting to take a picture. You know, I thought me being upset would just let them okay, you know, because I wasn't really in the mood. I can't be in the mood every time to take a picture and everything. I can't. I can't. But they were there smiling, like something out of a Jordan Peele movie.
This is us.
So they were there smiling, you know, and I got off the phone and I took the picture anyways. I was tired. I was just like, you know what, let's take a picture. I think that was one of the worst experiences.
Did you get side eye from the enemy camp sometimes?
So who's the enemy camp?
I don't. Whoever you know, you guys have like fans. I think they say they call you bolts.
Shout out to the bolts. Woo!
So you get like side eye from like enemy camp.
Yes. Yes. Who else would drag me? Who else would drag me? My people will not. The bolts wouldn't drag me. They wouldn't drag me. But everybody else would drag me if they have a reason to. So yes, they do that.
I was gonna ask for today's question. I was gonna ask generally, are you okay? Like,
Generally, I'm okay.
This whole thing.
It's a lot to deal with. I won't even lie to you. Like, it's a lot to deal with. You don't know who's who. You don't know who has the best interest at heart. You don't know what's going on. And again, you're under pressure to actually succeed. So there's pressure from, you're under pressure from your own self. You're putting yourself under pressure. And when you see other people doing well, yeah, you could either be motivated or pressured. So it just depends on who you are. So you could feel like, okay, yes, you know what? My guys are getting it. Let's do this. We move. You know, turn that energy into motivation and move. Or you could just feel pressured. You know, and it's actually okay to be either way. It's very okay to be either way. You're human. You can't have a handle on your emotions every time. So yeah.
You are?
I'm okay. I'm good.
All right. That's all we need to know. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, psychiatrist.
So this is like a small therapy session, so.
Yes, now. You know, my diary was on a diary session. Hi, my name is Elozanam. Don't forget to subscribe to Accelerate TV and also my own YouTube channel, Elozonam on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram at Elozonam, on Twitter at Elozonam1, and keep it locked on Accelerate TV.